All right, this is another English class with Mr. Olasukomi Okpeifa, and today we are going to be looking at this unique concept in English language, verbs. Of course, you could tell me that yes, verb is very wide and we're not going to be looking at everything, okay? Of course, we will chunk our lesson into series. So we're going to be taking a type of verb today and we'll get there. So don't jump the gun. Let's go. Now let's start from the beginning. What do you call a verb? Yes, growing up, we were told that a verb is an action word. Yes, a verb is an action word or a doing word. But beyond that, I think we have something else added to it now. We have this definition now. A verb is a word that shows an action and a state of being. A verb doesn't just show action alone, it equally shows a state of being. And that captures the aspect of linking verbs and the other verbs that are not active verbs, as I say. For instance, when you say action, you say go. But when you say is, it's not really an action in itself, okay? So state of being captures that. We'll explain that in other videos. So let's quickly move on to types of verbs that we have in English language. What are the types of verbs that we have in English language? So we are looking at the following as types of verbs to be covered in other subsequent videos. Tense and aspect, lexical verbs and auxiliary verbs, finite verbs and non-finite verbs, regular verbs and irregular verbs, transitive verbs and intransitive verbs. Now, for this lesson, we are going to be looking at only the regular verbs and the irregular one, just to lay a foundation for our knowledge of verbs. Okay, well, what makes some verbs irregular and what makes some irregular? We are going to learn that today, and very simple and straightforward. So let's look at types of verbs according to inflection. So before I show you that, now when a verb is irregular, it's because of certain inflection. Inflections are suffixes we add to verbs to make it either past tense or past participle. So some suffixes are regular, some are not regular. So let's look at the regular ones now. The regular verbs are the verbs that have the common past tense and past tense, perfect tense markers, ed. Okay, it has, let me use my pen to illustrate some few things here. Okay, the ed must be regular in all. You can agree with me that walk, walked, and walked. Okay, example is dance, for instance. Dance, danced, and danced are categories of regular. Now, I believe as the class is going on now, a lot of other examples are coming to your head. You can pause this video now and write some down. Why not even type it in the comment section there, and let's see whether you get it. Of course, when you get it right, you are going to get a thumbs up from us. So that's all about regular verbs. Now let's go to the irregular verbs. The regular verbs, of course, are the ones that do not have the regular past tense markers. They are different. They are in the past tense, they are in the perfect tense, but it's another word entirely, or some changes that mark the past tense and the past perfect, or the perfect tense there. For instance, we have make, made, made. Okay, we have put, not put, putted. We have speak, spoke, spoken, and we have this interesting one: go, went, gone. I mean, you must have heard of good, right? And then good. Of course, there's nothing like that. There's nothing like speak. There's nothing like putted. There's something like make, made. Of course, you can see that I can't even say it clearly. So you are thinking of some other examples in your mind. Oh, I heard you. You said set. Yes, set is another example. Set. Okay. Yes, bend. Thank you. Bend, bent, and then bent. So why not think of other examples too, and then supply them here before we go for our class activities. You can pause the video now and quickly in the comment sections, and let's see your own examples. All right, so we move on with the next slide. Let's get some examples in the next slide. Wow, you can see this is beautiful here now. So we have examples of regular verbs. You don't want to joke with this. You don't want to say arise, I rised. No. So you can take all these examples down, okay, as the irregular examples: arise, arose, arisen; bite, bait, bitten. Of course, it may be difficult to say he bit me yesterday. Yeah, he bit me yesterday is the right expression, but not the same beat. Okay, there are two different things. Awake, awoke, awoken; do, did, done; know, knew, known; come, came, come. Okay, it is not come, came. It is not he has came, he has come. Okay, be, was, were, and been; forget, forgot, forgotten; become, became, become, understand, understood, understood. You can see that it is very irregular. It's not, the pattern is not the same. At the point you will have the present tense being repeated again as perfect tense or past participle. That is why we call it irregular verb. Okay, take, took, taken, write, wrote, written, in that context like that. So all these are the. So let's have some class activities. Let's look at the past tense alone, and let's just play with one or two things here. All right, you can see this now. This happened in the evening. Okay, I did more things. Okay, in the evening I did more things. Now let's change some of these things in the brackets now to the right tense. Now we say let's say dash my phone, then we're using lose as base now. So it will be I lost my phone. So I lost my phone and I forgot my wallet. I forgot my wallet. So let's look at find and break. What will you say? You say I found my wallet. Later I broke a promise. So that's so sad. All right, I'm going to write all the answers as you watch now. So we've come to the end of the activities. I believe you joined me in doing this. So let's move on to another one where we are going to look at the past participle or the perfect tense in the next slide. So here now we have it in the perfect tense. Okay, he has, do you say he has stolen? All right, he has stolen. Okay, he has stolen is the right expression. And then we have speak. He has stolen a car and he has spoken to God. He has spoken to God, probably to forgive him. He has written a book. So we have written here. He has written a book and he has stood at the top of a mountain. Yes, this is very important. Let's talk about it. It's not he has sang. He has sung, okay, karaoke, and he has sat. Okay, there. So I move on with the rest. So finally, he has done yoga. So we've come to the end of the activities today and the class too. In case you want to learn more from us, why not subscribe to this YouTube channel so that anytime we produce any video, you get the notification immediately. Of course, you can turn on your notification button as well. And if you feel like you want to write a test on what you have learned now, look below this video. You will see a link there. Just click on the link and then attempt the lesson. Please select that you are an online student. Don't pick any of the classes there. Those are my live classes, my physical classes. However, if you are learning this and you are not my regular student in the school, please select online class and then you are going to get your result almost immediately. Thank you very much. Enjoy your English class.